The creator of High Noon sat down with me last week to talk about the behind the scenes behind the product that changed the alcohol industry. Let's take a listen.
In creating the High Noon Vodka, we did 3 market panels in San Diego, Chicago, and Denver, all men ages 21 to 29.
So you hear her talk about these panels, and they're super different than traditional qual focus groups where you're limited to a 2-hour time block, and you've got to stick to the script that you've written ahead of time. So what these panels are, and what we do in our fusion sprints, they're typically 2 to 3 week really deep dives with a small group of your target customers. And it's a really iterative process where you're able to give them homework assignments, have them go shop for competitor products, send them your own products, and you can really go where the insights take you as opposed to staying to this time box scripted narrative. Let's keep going.
We started with, okay, well, what's the brand story for High Noon? Then we went to brand positioning. Then we talked to them about messaging. We showed them ad seps of what the advertisements could look like. We sent them product so that they could taste and experiment, experience and this is all for the vodka, what the vodka was going to taste like. Then we would come in market at the very end. We threw kind of like a launch party. We even mimicked what a launch party would look like at the very end. So we had them engaged from September through May in these like co-creation cohorts in 3 different markets. And at the very end of May, we kind of threw what would essentially be a launch party in order to get their feedback on what's the best way to communicate, how do we gain interest, mixed up a bunch of different cocktails in order to understand which types of cocktails were driving interest.
So what you hear Michele talking about here is a series of shorter sprints added up. So when we do our fusion sprints, typically we'll do a 2 to 3 week sprint dedicated on one part of the consumer journey. It could be early stage exploration, it could be product testing, it could be having them evaluate the packaging like she's talking about. It could be that we're taste testing different products with them. So when you're able to break up this 9-month period in shorter sprints, highly focused with the same group of consumers over and over again, they're motivated, they're vested in solving the same problem that you are, and you're able to get much richer insights than what you would get in a traditional qual process. So if you're interested in breaking away from what you've traditionally done from a qual perspective to really get deeper, rich insights that can lead to an industry-changing innovation, we're here for you.